Hey there, welcome to MusicViewTV. We are here again at the Jack. I'm Alita, and it's always fantastic when we have a travelling musician coming on the show. And when you talk about travelling troubadours and people who do something a little different, you got to say this name, Tailor Bird. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Fantastic. What are you going to do for us with your beautiful little red electric violin?
A song called Toy Maker.
Wonderful, let's hear it.
Sitting on a rock and a rolling tree, spin on the faces, spin a little smile. Got the book and horses they run and hide. Sunny down by the river, over the heavens you will go. Coming down by the river, listening in the old toy home. In the middle, you look out the door. Little feathers in the pillow, you should cover for. But your love will survive, and your love will survive. Facing up the checkered train.
Oh, beautiful stuff. Thank you. That was so cool.
Oh, thanks very much.
Wow, really something different, a very ethereal kind of sound you've got going there with a little bit of a modern spin on things.
I guess it's a bit like dream folk, you know?
Yeah. I kind of, when I was listening to you rehearsing before, I was sort of thinking, I could just hear this sort of on the soundtrack of like Game of Thrones or The Last Kingdom or something, you know. It's kind of...
I don't know, a lot of people say, oh, it's like a game show, a video game that I've not heard before. So,
okay.
I wonder, you know.
So let's have a little chat about you. So Tailor Bird is your performing artist name, but you were named Sophie?
Yeah, I'm Soph by friends and people that know me, but yeah, it's Tailor Birds. So
Yes.
yeah.
So you were a part of the Melbourne music scene for many years, and then you've also been travelling around in Australia and Europe for a lot of years too, and you had a band as well.
Yeah, so I toured for various other bands and then set up Tailor Birds and toured with the band and then decided to go out on my own, get a van and play shows in remote areas and places where people don't, I guess, have access to music and places where, you know, you can inspire people.
Yeah, fantastic, because it is great to get out into those places because, as you said, it's always a bit limiting to what they actually get out there. And, you know, everyone's got all the access to all the great music and stuff in the cities, particularly Melbourne, you know, it's an amazing scene.
Yeah.
You
I
know.
mean, Melbourne is amazing. There's, you know, hundreds of bands, there's hundreds of venues, you know, there's venues right next to each other that sort of, you know, share times and also put on totally different acts, and there's a huge variety of music. But yeah, in other places, you know, it's as beautiful, but maybe not as much opportunity, you know.
So what do you find the difference in the performing in the remote areas? Is there more of an appreciation of the music, or people are listening more?
Yeah, I think people feel just appreciated a lot more because they go, oh, you came here, you know. Wow, you're from Melbourne. But it's, you know, you fill the tank with gas and you head where it is. But I think people feel, you know, just appreciated that you're there and giving them something that makes them think. And, you know, every time I return places, people go, oh yeah, I saw you, you know, 6 months ago. I'm like, wow, you're back. Oh, it's great to see you. So
It's like an old friend coming home, you know. Yeah. Now look, a couple of years back, you know, you had been touring around and had the thoughts of maybe doing the high ace and jumping in the van and turning into your little travelling touring home. But you had a serious accident, I think, with your ankle, and that changed a few things.
Yeah, wow, you know a lot. Yeah, it's amazing. So I bought the high ace and I turned it into my home, and then I was playing at Blues Fest and I slipped in the mud. There was a massive cyclone, and I slipped and hurt. I literally heard the bone crack, and they inserted 9 screws and a metal plate into the foot. You can feel the screws.
Oh my gosh!
But I got a great song out of it. So you know,
had to go through a lot of pain to get that song.
No pain, no gain. I always think so.
So I guess that would have changed, you know, your outlook a lot, and you probably thought, right, I'm going to get really serious now about this music. And
well, I've always been serious. I've been playing the violin since I was 7, so quite a few years. But I think it just makes me appreciate everything a lot more, and it also gives more meaning to my music. And I know that any gig can be the last. You know, things can break, cables can break, feet can break, bodies can break. But you have to be appreciative of every moment because you never know when it will be your last.
This is true. Words of wisdom. Yeah. Hey, now you've already got a couple of 2 or 3 CDs out already, but one I was quite intrigued is you have one of lullabies.
Right? So it was a lullaby to fall asleep to, Stilts on the Water. It's designed to help you go to sleep and rejuvenate you.
Fantastic. You know? I think I might need that.
Yeah.
But this is the current one, and I have to show you a little promo thing here. There we go. Tailor Birds. Where will we go to break free from the crows?
Or just call it crows.
Crows. I'm very intrigued by that. But then also, it comes with a little packet of birdseed.
I love this. I have bands that I meet, you know, in Europe who live in Colombia, and they say, oh, I found your birdseed in my bass player bag. So, you know.
That's fantastic. So people can get this. So where can they go to get your music?
They can get it online from tailorbirdsmusic.com, Bandcamp, Spotify, everything. Or you can come and see me at a few shows while I'm in the area.
Sure. And what's coming up for you in the rest of the year? Are you touring off over to Europe again?
So we finish off with a few shows through Atherton Tablelands and Cairns and Innisfail and all around here. And then I head to Europe on another tour and for the Breakout Tour.
So, wonderful. Yeah. But you have musicians who join you from all around the world at times.
So overseas I have various Dutch and Dublin-based drummers and guitarists and musicians who add their unique spark in that unique town.
Fantastic. Well, I have to say, it certainly was wonderful and unique to have you on the show today. And thanks so much for taking the time out and joining us on MusicTV.
No worries, thanks very much.
Thank you. And a big thanks to everyone here at the Jack, of course, for putting up with us all. And also to ELIXIR Bar, Travel Beats at ELIXIR Bar, to Entertainment Cairns. And don't forget to tune in next time on MusicView TV.
you.